Hello and good morning, family. Happy Friday. TGIF. Pants free, maybe? King of Wands, close your eyes now. All right. Let's see. It is September 12th. 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Wow, it just dawned on me. Okay. Well, that's all right. 13th means love. Okay, let's jump into our message from Spirit today. Let's see what we're getting into. Kuan Yin is number 43, the Veil of Shadows. Okay. Let's see. Your soul lotus is blossoming, just like a plant that outgrows the pot in which it has been planted and requires more soil to spread its roots and continue growing. Your soul lotus needs more mud. Oh, goody. We're wrestling in the mud today. Some more water and earth energy so that it can grow and shine. In the spiritual worlds, all things serve. Everything, including our darker emotions and parts of our body that we may not think are acceptable. They are actually good nourishment for the soul. The soul craves to be loved and be in love with all parts of you. Like a passionate divine lover, it wants to hold nothing back and become completely spiritually intimate with all aspects and all parts of you, whether you have thought they were lovable or not. Now, this can be challenging because it can feel extremely uncomfortable to visit and consciously engage with those aspects of your personality and our bodies that we have yet to really love and accept. Yet this is what you are guided to embrace now. Well, everybody's got something about themselves that they don't like, whether it's physical, mental, it can be your personality. You know, this is self-love. How are we starting out looking in the mirror today? Are we being mean and cruel? Are we accepting? This is self-love, self-acceptance. Okay? So these are the dark places of ourselves that we kind of push down and ignore, and we shouldn't. We need to grow. Okay? Let's move on to Earth Magic. We have the iceberg submerged. Iceberg, dead ahead. Oh, sorry. Okay, Titanic there for a minute. All right, so what's submerged? What's beneath the surface? Up to 90% of an iceberg's body is below the surface, deeply submerged in the bosom of Grandmother Ocean. Yet Grandmother allows considerable freedom for her enormous children, permitting them to move about as dictated by the currents and their own momentum. Having broken off from a glacier or ice shelf, they float along the sea, much to the detriment of vessels that attempt to traverse their passageways. Most of us have heard stories of ill-fated ships that have had tragic encounters with these ice mountains. Although the topmost portion of the iceberg can easily be seen, there's still a massive amount of its body below the water that may be difficult to detect. And that which remains unseen can fool us and perhaps even be dangerous and damaging. So they're talking about whatever you're suppressing way down deep. What is submerged in your spirit and soul that you haven't addressed yet? These are the shadows. And when they start creeping up, it makes us uncomfortable. We don't want to deal with them, and we try to push them back down. Nope. We need to let them rise to the surface so we can learn to deal with them. That's doing inner work. You may not even know what's down there. You may have a fear of what's down there. Well, no fear. It's okay to let that rise to the surface because it helps deal with all that. That is inner work. All right. Lantern Oracle is number 43. Well, that was 43. Wow. Okay. Inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Some more inner work, possibly? All right, let's see. So the more we attune into our inner light or our spirit self, the more we live our outer life through it. The more transparent we become, the more our inner life is reflected back to us through the intimate connections we enjoy with others and our surroundings. Without a healthy and solid sense of self, communing within spirit self, there's only ever smoke and mirrors without. To relate to others from this facade or false self is to forge false connections that create distance rather than closeness. Deep and lasting relationships become possible once we've established such a relationship with ourselves. The journey home to spirit self provides us with a genuinely secure foundation to build our lives upon. Coming home to the loving white light within transforms our limitations and blind spots into pathways without. The loving luminosity of our inner life shines through all density, deception, and distractions. All shadows burn into the dusty ashes illusions ultimately are. This is why shadows bury instead of heal what is beautiful but injured within them. This is also why shadows need the light's loving burn to peel away and crumble them back into ash. So once again, we're dealing and talking about inner shadows, what lies beneath. If you were, let's just keep it real. If you're being fake, you'll have fake relationships. Okay? You have to be your true intimate self. Who are you? People fall in love with who you are. And if you're afraid to expose who you are, then you're lacking your integrity. You have to be honest with who you are and let that part come out. People will love the true you. They don't want fake relationships. And if people can't handle you, that's on them. You are dimming your light in the shadows and submerging your light when you're not really you. Okay? Find people that like the real you. They're out there because we're right here. Remember? Whispers of healing today. What do we got? Number 7, reawaken. I guess we have to get up from our naps. Okay. You've been suppressing a part of yourself. Shadows again. This card is granting you the opportunity to heal self-judgment or embrace any hidden aspects of your nature. The primary relationship you have with yourself was formed in infancy. Your relationship with your present self developed on that foundation and adjusted based on experience and observation of the wider world. Become aware of your inner child. Be willing to consciously communicate with the child that is within you. Listen to how your inner child feels. It's imperative to realize that others cannot meet your unfulfilled needs. Take responsibility for your happiness. It's up to you to satisfy your heart's desire. Work on healing any buried hurts that you may be carrying with you. You may be unaware of where your emotional pain stems from. This is a gentle prompt for you to determine the cause of your pain. If necessary, seek support in getting to the root of your issues. So this is the stuff that we bury down and submerge into the shadows. And we cannot point blame at everyone else. We have to learn to find it, reawaken it, and deal with it. And heal it if necessary. Okay? All right. Beyond Lemuria, number 8. And today we have third eye chakra. I think yesterday we had solar plexus. So today's third eye. The pineal perspective, which is a whole different avenue of perception because you're looking into the light and can see beyond the veil. So connect with your third eye and transcend what you understand with your mind. Discover a deeper inner knowing through the interconnected web of all this and has been. You can tune into this wisdom at will as when you wish to. This wisdom is ancient yet pioneering. It is the creator of the free will we choose to weave from moment to moment. Be the observant witness. Allow the transcendence of duality without judgment. Be mindful, listen, and allow your unfurling intuition to unravel the paradoxes of reality. This is a beautiful gift that we all have. We can either choose to activate it or not activate it, because sometimes people are afraid to activate the third eye because you're going to see things about yourself that you don't want to see that's submerged in the shadows. You have to be open up to it. This is a beautiful gift. Do you want it activated or not? Or do you fear it? Fear of the unknown is a real thing. All right. Moving on to our shadow work today. Well, that's appropriate. Obscurity. In the unknown, there's room for endless possibilities. This is darkness, ambiguity, redneck, ambiguity, and mystery. So once again, still things that are hidden that we need to work on. Don't need to go into a lot of detail, but these are the things that you're hiding. So that's the shadow work we're doing. Lots of that today. So Spirit's kind of really honing in on what is not being seen. All right. Inner child. Number 34, inspiration. Are you being inspired? My vision and enthusiasm are uplifting. Yeah. What you want. These are your hopes and dreams. What are you being inspired to do? All right. Now, the fact that they're showing the torch of light. Now, I know Liberty, and we've got lots of stories that Liberty is not exactly what we think it is, and I get that. I understand it. But let's just focus on shining your light, okay? And bringing the shadows out. So be inspired to do that today. All right. Your spirit animal today is number 66. White raven spirit. A white raven. Okay. Trust in the magic. What does this mean? Nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning. I don't believe in coincidences. And white raven spirit appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of Spirit's plan for all. Yeah, that plan that sometimes we're just not on board with, right? Like, really, Spirit, you want to do it your way? You mean I can't control it? Align with the highest good and intentions, and you'll come to see that White Raven is guiding you and an ally to you and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eye can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you to the magic and miracles that are your birthright. Now is the time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. Pay attention to how things come together, as if by magic, and you will see the hand of God arranging things in your favor. Yeah. Can we stop trying to do it our way? Doesn't always work out very well, does it? It's just something that's inner work in the shadows that we have to continue to work on. Giving up control. All right. Your final card from Tarot today is the Four of Swords. All right. See a guy meditating here. Usually this guy's laying down at rest, getting some much needed rest after maybe a tough battle. But the Four of Swords represents in tarot to me something hidden, what is lying beneath. Very appropriate that this card came out. This can be hidden gifts, hidden secrets, or all those things submerged in the darkness and shadows that we don't want to deal with. Swords are about thoughts, words, expression, intelligence. And usually one of these swords is hidden beneath this guy right here. Now, I like the fact that in this deck, they're all four out so you can see them because we're bringing it to light. Bring all the shadows and let the light burn away the darkness. All right? What are your hidden gifts? Maybe it's opening that third eye. All right. But there's no way we're going to find out until we go into the darkness and find out what's submerged that we need to deal with. That's all inner work. And we're all a work in progress at different phases on our journey, and that's okay. Accept that first, and it'll make it a whole lot easier. Okay? All right, guys. That is your final oracle for the week. I hope you guys have a very blessed weekend. I'll see you on the round table later. But just remember, God loves you, and so do I.